You're listening to Book Club Babes. Let's get into it. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How does it feel to be a 36-year-old woman?
I'm a 36-year-old lady. It feels the same. It feels good. It feels good.
Nice.
Because I feel good. Yes.
Nice. Yes. What was I saying when you were paddling? That I'm younger than you or something? I was making a brag or whatever.
Yeah,
But
you're like, you are old or something
you're
like
old.
that.
Because I'm so young. I'm the youngest of all.
She is the youngest person I know. That's a
Nice.
lie.
I'll take it. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
My
Oh
young
God.
best friend.
Oh my God. Anyway, yeah. So we had the best little weekend. We went for a little paddle
Yeah.
and a little dinner, and
A
we
little
got too
dinner.
cocktail wasted.
Ooh,
Oops.
we got accidentally drunk. Oopsie, our
It was
bad.
fun.
It was fun though. It was a good night. It was a good
Yeah.
day. Good
Yeah.
day all around. Good day for the
Agreed.
soul. Paddle
Agreed.
soup for the teenage soul.
Paddle soup for the teenage soul. Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the 35-year-old woman soul, really.
Yes, exactly. You're absolutely right.
Noise.
What
Noise.
about you? How are you?
I'm good. I've been doing a read. I could got some reading updates.
Mm, yes.
Well, not really. I just think I have one. Well, I finished Our Last Resort, which I guess you did too. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully, or else
Well, we did.
everybody
Yep.
should have, or else I
Don't
don't know if I
watch. Yep.
honestly, spoilers. I think I was talking about it last week. Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney, who
Oh,
did the
yes.
JC
Yep.
Darker.
Hmm.
Finished that one last night and
Oh.
was just very disappointed. It was a really weird book.
Um,
And I was like
yeah.
sticking with it because I was like, I'm hoping for like a fucked up twist. Like I was hoping for something,
Weird.
like yeah, something
To
weird,
get
but
me.
not like
Something to get me.
boring weird. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it was like boring weird for me.
Meh,
So that was
meh.
disappointing. Still readable, but just not like great.
Thumbs down.
And then I'm still listening to People We Meet on Vacation, but it's really great. I'm really liking it. And I started reading The Bright Years by Sarah Damoff with
Okay.
my coworker, my boss, friend,
Yeah.
Deb,
Yeah.
whatever she wants me to call
Colleague.
her. And it's cute so far too. It goes over like a 4 generations of family, and it's just like really heartfelt.
Um,
But I'm not really giving anything away because it happens in like literally like one of the first chapters. But it's a library meet cute, and who doesn't love
oh,
that?
that's cute. That's
Yeah,
cute. That's
yeah,
cute. That's
yeah,
cute. That's cute as
yeah.
hell. Love
So
it.
yeah, that's all. I haven't even been watching TV or anything. What about you?
Holy. Let me tell you, I just started listening to, I've got to pull it up. Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. That it's very popular with the
Yes.
four sisters on the front. Anyways,
Yes.
reading,
Yes.
listening to that. So far, it's decent so far. We'll see.
Cool.
I'm not very far in. And then I don't know. I picked this book, but I might not. I might abandon it. But I think it's called, one second, sorry. I got to pull it up on my thing. I can't remember.
Don't you sometimes hate starting new books and like having to get into it and you're
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah. Essentially, that's how I'm feeling. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I just need to like actually put some thought and whatever into this. But I started an Academy for Liars. I don't know. We'll see. It had a moth
Oh,
on the front, so I was
yes.
intrigued.
I think that one, I think I was looking at like a great thrillers list
Oh,
and that was
okay.
in there. So I think it
Okay.
might also be fucked up if it's the one I'm thinking of. So it could be a good one
Okay.
to do.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll
Yeah,
I'll
yeah, yeah.
maybe I'll give some more time into it then.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
right now I just keep reading it and then falling asleep.
Well, maybe it's doing its job then. Maybe that's what you
True.
need out of that book.
True. True. True.
Mm.
And then I started a new Netflix. There's a documentary on Netflix. Amy Bradley is missing.
Yeah, cruise
Yeah.
ship girl. Yeah.
Cruise ship. Yeah. Yeah. So I've been
Yeah, I
watching
watched that
that.
one
So
too. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not quite done yet, but that's what I've been up to.
Yikes. That case is fucked, but cool. I also forgot to mention that I watched Happy Gilmore too.
Oh, you did? And
Travis Kelsey is in
Kelsey's
it.
he is in it. Yeah, he is. There's a lot of, isn't there a bunch of like cameos and
Oh
stuff?
yeah, there's a ton. There's like a shit ton. Yeah, yeah. Taylor's not in it though, but that's okay.
But she said that it's amazing.
Yeah,
So
she
you
said it's
got
13
it.
out of 10. So
13 out of 10,
yeah.
87, 89.
89. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was good. It was cute. Like if you've watched the original Happy Gilmore, it was just exactly what you would expect.
Right. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Just
Maybe I'll
stupid. Yeah.
give her a whirl.
Yeah. Stupid Adam Sandler humor, but it was good.
It
Cute.
gives you a bit of a laugh.
Yeah, a bit of a larf. Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, I should probably pull up and see if anything is thinging.
Like any new babes, or if we've got
Oh,
any
yes.
combos in the
Yes.
group.
Comments, and combos. I guess we do have some comments on the first half of this book, so I guess we
Mm-hmm.
should start talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So I had asked in the group what people are obviously thinking about the first half of the book.
Right.
And Angela commented that the cult timeline is what interested her, which was more. Bleh. The cult timeline is what interested me more. So she
Mm-hmm.
liked that timeline. She was really wanting to know when and how they left, which we'll get answers. It made me wonder if anyone had left before, but Emil might have kept things hushed up so that no one else would get the same idea.
We did get
Um,
some answers to that this week, although it was
True.
like mild, but we found out that there was a nurse who was like a nurse in her day job that had
Mhm.
left the cult previously, and she had actually remembered giving birth to Frida and Gabrielle, so they were able to get their birth certificates. So there is an
Mhm.
answer to that question, I guess.
True, true. And then she also would have loved if the author had added transcripts from the documentary in interviews to add more depth to this timeline. And it would have been interesting to get the perspective of the other characters mentioned in the cult timeline. Just she
Yeah.
was hoping for a little bit more cult action, which I think we would agree we
Yes,
wanted that too.
100%. Yes, I was actually kind of disappointed by how it wrapped up in the end. I was definitely
Yeah.
hoping that the cult storyline was going to take
Hmm.
over, whereas the current day took over. And it was almost like the cult storyline was just there to, showcase the relationship between
Yeah,
Gabriel
Gabriel
and Frida,
and
yeah.
Frida. Yeah. Meh. Meh.
But you can't say
Um,
cult and not deliver. Come on.
exactly. Where we need more of the cult.
Yeah, yeah.
So last week we left off with them in the cult timeline starting to plan a little bit of a escape, and then also Frida's wondering why Gabriel is lying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and then she finds some evidence in his things.
Is it the butterfly clip?
It is said butterfly clip and a blank notebook full of nothing that he can't seem to start. But there are
Yeah.
some little things in it.
And there were
I
all of
think that
these,
was a red herring.
yeah, but also like not necessarily a red herring, but I didn't understand the purpose of it in the same way where I didn't understand the purpose of the dollar bill with the kiss on it that like
Yeah.
kept getting brought up and even made it to
Mhm.
the ending, like which
Mhm.
was this like monumental her letting go thing. But I'm like,
Yeah.
why does that matter so much to you?
Right. Yeah. I guess, yeah, maybe it's literally just to illustrate the letting go of,
But it's
like, I'm done
mentioned
with the
so
thing.
many
It
times.
is
It's like
that you would
weird.
think it would be,
Hmm.
yes, it is a mentioned frequently. I would agree, but like, yeah, I don't know. It is
It's
interesting.
weird. It was weird. And then
Like,
like the journal, like she does bring it up again later, but it
mhm,
doesn't come back into play
no,
at all.
no, 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 which is interesting.
Yeah, like why mention it? We didn't need it.
Yeah. Yeah. What was, I guess we have been chatting with Shauna too, but like,
Yeah.
okay, it's not, yeah, she was talking about how it kind of felt like a stretch with the bloody clothes kind of thing.
Yeah, and that also it did feel like a stretch because like do you genuinely think that that's what's going to happen?
Yeah. Yeah. At that part, I guess, well, we all read it. So obviously, William swindled his way out of prison when he was really the rightful killer in the end and was just
Hmm.
trying to frame Gabriel um, with the butterfly clip implanted in the bag, etc. But oh
No,
shoot,
she gave him the butterfly clip.
yes, sorry, yes, she gave him, but oh,
He
what
planted
was,
the stone, the murder
yes,
weapon.
the
Yeah.
stone. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
But oh shoot, now I can't remember what I was saying. Oh well.
Just that, yeah, that he was trying to frame Gabriel and he had the money to
Oh
like get
right,
out of
yes.
it.
It just seemed like that came together really conveniently. Like I felt
Yeah.
like that could have been more like drawn out as opposed to the parts that were drawn out, I guess, in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah. And William was the obvious suspect. Like, I feel like we
Yeah.
all fucking knew that he did it,
Hmm.
aside from when Frida started questioning if Gabriel did it. But I literally never thought that he did. Like, he did not
Yeah.
come across that way to me.
No.
I didn't like, yeah, maybe he was away when she fell, but then William was right there and his reaction was so strange that it's like if he
Hmm.
pushed her, do you really think he would go up to the body and look at it face to face? Like you think he'd want to stay as far away from that as possible.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I guess just the way they portrayed or she portrayed William the whole time too, it's he seemed like once he was released, like arrogant almost and
Yeah.
like really trying to prove a point
Yeah.
that it was Gabriel. Like he was, it seemed like a stretch there, that part.
Yeah. 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 I agree. No, I totally agree. It wasn't as even like in The Quiet Tenant, it wasn't like a thriller. I think we already talked about this, but it wasn't a thriller in the sense where you were like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, but it was still very
Mhm.
exciting. And in the
Yes.
last part, when if you haven't read The Quiet Tenant, skip like through the next 30
La
seconds
la
or
la la
whatever.
la.
But at the end, when she ends up leaving and taking the kid, like it was all very exciting. And then there was even a little twist with that one too, wasn't there? That guy that she
Right.
was or whatever was some I can't totally remember. The bartender guy or something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't ask me about a book.
Yeah,
That's like
no.
too
Yeah,
long
true.
ago.
You're like my brain is already ridden over
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah, that's in the rand like way back in the ram
yeah,
back there.
that's
I might need
that's
to like
gone.
defrag a bit and then I can access that.
Oh my God, exactly. But yeah, I guess just the pace for me was like because I
Yeah.
wanted more cult and like every time it went back to modern day, I was like, okay, well, at least it's kind of like exciting, but it wasn't.
Yeah. It really didn't feel like the timelines really meshed together at all in any way. Like they seemed very separate and then it just up until what we find out that it's actually fucking Frida who kills Annie because she was gonna spill.
Yeah.
So she it yeah, I feel like it doesn't there's
Yeah.
no meshing of the two timelines. Like it would have been like I was saying to Kate and Shauna, I would have preferred, I guess we're skipping to like preferred ending, but whatever. Um like if like the guy didn't actually or he got released from prison recently or whatever, Emil,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna frame you or whatever, tricked you, I'm still
Yes.
around kind of
Yes. Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. Like I know what you did to Edwina or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Hmm.
coming for you or like the cult is getting like revamped and he's trying to recruit them back somehow. Not recruit because it would be like involuntarily, but like force them to come back with some sort of blackmail even or
Yeah.
I don't know, it could have been real culty and it just wasn't. Even when they went back to the compound at the end, like I was like, why are
Hmm.
you even doing that? Like it wasn't really relevant to the
Yeah.
book. Like,
It didn't even really feel like, I mean, if they were doing it for closure, it didn't even really feel like that
No,
necessarily.
no, because they were like, oh, shit's still here. Like, oh, and here's
Hmm.
our cupboard. It's still here.
Yeah. Yeah. Weird.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
super weird. At what point, like, did you guess that Frida killed Annie before she actually said it?
I there was a point I feel like she said something about herself specifically in the book and was like, but no, I didn't get it until yeah.
So I wrote down the line because this is I wrote beside it, did F kill A? Because I was like, this is weird. Because
Mhm.
I had picked up on earlier how she had said to Gabriel, I know you didn't kill Annie. And I was like, that's weird. How do you
Mm,
know? Like,
right,
you
right,
can know in the way that like I knew, no, you wouldn't kill somebody,
right,
right? But you
right.
don't know for
No,
sure,
yeah,
right?
right.
But so I was kind of sus, but then this line, when she was talking about Annie, still she irritated the hell out of me, which I was like, that's weird. And then fine, it was more than that. Her little asides hurt me. I felt judged. I didn't want to defend my life, my choices. And I was like, she did it. She killed her. And at first I thought it was just because she was like over the way that Annie sort of didn't understand their
Mm,
upbringing and would kind of like minimize it and question things that she was doing
right.
and she didn't like that or whatever. At first I thought that's why. But then we find out that fucking Gabriel got wasty pants and was like, I killed her, Edwina. And then fucking Annie has Google, so looks things up
Yeah,
and figures it all out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I feel like I didn't catch on to that part, like figuring out that she had done it until the end.
Well, that's
It's
fair. I'd
yeah,
be curious to know like who did and who didn't catch
yeah,
on early or not
hmm
because I mean that was probably like the biggest twist and it didn't even
hmm
feel that
yeah.
twisty.
No, no, it didn't. Like, even though, I mean, I wasn't like surprised by that fact, the way that she laid it out wasn't even overly that surprising, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
It
Yeah. It
was
wasn't
just
like a
like,
big reveal or
oh,
anything. Yeah.
she's like just having her like stream of consciousness thinking. She's just like, well, one day she tells me, like, I'd like your opinion on something, and this happened. And
Yeah.
then, of course, she's says she's going running tomorrow, so you know where I'm going to be. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I get it now. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Like she felt like she had to put an end to it or else their lives would have been like ruined, right? Which
right.
I get that. I don't know. Even like when she told Gabriel that she killed Annie, like
Mm-hmm.
you'd
Mm-hmm.
think that would be monumental, but it was such a small part of the book.
Yeah.
He just essentially said, because she's like, I'll turn myself in if you want me to. And at first he's mad, and then he says to her, like, he thinks about it, and then he's like, no, I don't want to lose you too, like, just so that
Yeah.
you can absolve your own guilt or whatever, which is
Mm-hmm.
fair and like makes sense for their relationship.
Yeah.
But like, it just felt so flat. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say, I think, feel like that's a good way to describe it. A little like flat. I felt like The Quiet Tenant, there was much more like depth to the twist, her trying to figure out if the dad is also targeting the child. Like,
Right.
what is the
Right. Oh,
dynamic
yes.
within this family? Like,
Yes.
is is she reliable narrator coming into this house and this new experience with the old mom dying? Like, you know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
It was like more complex where it's like, where is she slotting in now that the mom is dead and all
Mm-hmm.
this stuff?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, even like, even if you think about the very beginning of the book when Frida witnesses the fight between Sabrina and William, like, why?
Right.
Like, we didn't even really need that
Mm-hmm.
because that told us in the very beginning that William killed Sabrina. Like, we all
Mm-hmm.
knew.
Mm-hmm.
And there really wasn't a point when I was like, oh, William didn't kill Sabrina. There really wasn't. Like, I just kind of
No.
felt they fought. He was obviously angry. It got out of hand.
Yeah. 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 No, I felt like that was fairly clear. And then I was wondering how, like, obviously when they released him, the police
Mhm.
released him, and then everybody had to stay at the hotel or they would look suspicious. I thought that like they would at least try to, or at least she would maybe try to like exploit that more
Right.
even.
Yeah. Yeah. It would have been
Yeah.
cool if like each because there weren't that many hotel guests. If each
Mm-hmm.
hotel guest kind of had an angle,
True. Mm-hmm.
like each of them had like a run-in with William or Sabrina or something, and like everybody like like more of a whodunit versus
Mm-hmm.
like it's either Gabriel or William and that's it. Like that's all
Yeah.
throughout the book, but
Yeah.
you're just like, I don't like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I feel, yeah, flat, I would say.
I mean, like one of the most exciting parts in the second part of the book was when she was trying to find out if there's underground parking. Like
True,
and then
true,
finds it. Like that was
true,
exciting.
true. And you're right. You're right. That was, yeah, part of it.
I guess at the end too, they decide to do the documentary and it kind of ends off with like Frida being like, if he wants to tell the truth, I'm gonna let him.
Yeah.
And then he decides not to. Like,
Hmm. Yeah, because then he realizes that he would have done the same thing. Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's it's yeah.
Which is cute
Uh
and sweet. Like I like that. I like that like I would have done the same thing realization. Like
mhm.
and I like their relationship and I like how like bonded they are, like trauma bonded literally they are over what they went through and everything.
Mhm.
But it just didn't feel even when like Frida was going like back and forth about thinking that it could have been Gabriel and whatnot, like it just didn't feel
Authentic.
because you'd
Yeah.
think like she would be like, there's no fucking way that he did this. I know he didn't kill his wife, and I know that he
Yes.
didn't kill this woman. Like,
Tr- exact true. Because then if you take that part out of it, if she knows he didn't kill his wife because she was the one who did it, then why are you even questioning him
yeah,
if you know
yeah,
his true character?
yes,
Like, yeah.
yeah,
So it doesn't it yeah. The only part at any point she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave," and goes and stays at the like Sun Staircase Inn or whatever.
yeah,
And then the girl's like, "Oh, you gotta leave because it's in the paper now that you're
yeah,
bad and I don't want you here."
yeah.
Like
You're a person of interest. Yeah,
that
yeah.
didn't
But
even
then like
seem like why.
she calls the hotel, and then they pick the police guy picks her up.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
that's
is
when she
like,
finds out that Sabrina had Gabriel's info in
mm-hmm.
the phone. So like I don't know, she knows that Gabriel's lying, but she should also be like, yeah, he's lying because he's a suspect in the murder of his wife, which I
Yes.
did. Like,
Yes.
fuck. It
Yeah.
almost would have been better if fucking Frida killed Sabrina and like maybe like she was sleepwalking or something crazy, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And then like she does it and
Yeah. Or yeah, like she has this like alter ego person in her sleepwalking or whatever. And like that's she's like killed a bunch of people or
yeah,
something like
and it's
that.
like
Like,
related to her time at the cult or something. Like
mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
was a part of a like a ritual. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't always have to be like
Something.
fucked up, but like something like that could
Yes.
have been cool. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess I don't know, maybe it was intended to be more of a slow burn type of thriller book, but I don't know. I sometimes feel like those don't really go together. I
Well, I think it
feel
was billed as a psychological thriller, and I did not
right.
feel the psychological
No.
aspect of it. It
No.
didn't fuck
Yeah.
with my head at all.
No. Yeah. Yeah. There you
Like
go.
the most disturbing part was when fucking Frida turned 18. Like,
Yeah. True. Truth. That's absolutely right. Like that is the most shocking part of it.
mm, mhm. I don't
Um
know. The one
like
thing that I didn't like,
okay.
I was thinking about a like a plot hole, and the one thing that I didn't love was how it's not a plot hole, but how Frida kind of even starts blaming Gabriel for Edwina's death when it's like, girl, you said in your head, like, I hope she's upstairs. when you put the gas
Yeah.
everywhere. Like, you may not have
Mhm.
been the one to light the match, even though fucking Gabriel was like, you should be the one to light the match, but you still were there and were for it. Like, you can't
Yeah.
pass the
They did it
blame.
together.
Yeah,
She did
yeah.
the accelerant, like she put the gasoline or whatever, the
Hmm.
accelerant down, and then yeah. Yeah, I felt yeah.
I don't know.
I
I
just
don't know.
yeah. I don't know if I felt like I couldn't trust Frida the whole time. Like I wasn't sure of her motives the whole time. And I feel like and maybe I just keep saying the same thing, but it might have been more interesting if she had had something with her own mental health
Hmm.
or that kind
Hmm.
of thing. Like,
Like, actually been an unreliable narrator.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes,
Yeah, I think that
yes.
that's maybe more of what I was wanting. And then once I started feeling like she was during how she was explaining how she felt about Annie, maybe like go more into the like kind of twisted way of it
Yeah,
instead of being like, well, I had to do it because I had to do it or we would
yeah,
be in prison, which
yeah.
I mean, you probably should be, which is a whole thing.
I know. I
But
know. But like, it could have been cool if fucking Emil was at the resort and like she didn't know it was
yes,
him or something. Like,
yeah. Until like everybody got forced together, and then you see
yes.
he's
Yeah.
vacationing there too. And
Yeah. And then she tries to put the blame on him for the murder, and then it turns, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
there, yeah, I really feel like she could have done way more with the cult timeline other than just being like, well, they after the fire and Edwina died, boo hoo. They found that he was in tax fraud, so he's off to prison. He goes for 15 years or something
Yeah.
like that.
The end.
Okay, that's all we're gonna get.
Yeah. Yeah, even like their parents could have come back in and done something fucking weird because
Mm-hmm.
they never knew who their parents were. I don't know. I think when you say cult, you attract a very specific type of
Yeah,
person who is like, I am here for this. And when you
yeah,
don't deliver, it's like, why was I here?
yeah, yeah. You're right. Yeah,
You can't say
you're
cult,
right.
you can't tease. It felt like a cult
No.
tease.
Yes, yeah. I was even saying when we were paddling, I was theorizing. Sorry, I'm gonna just like say what my alternate ending might have been. Like even if Gabriel, like in the 9 years that they hadn't like visibly seen each other, he was like faking being in the cult or something like that to try to get her to come back or something
Yeah.
weird like that. Like
Yep.
him going back and actually still being in the cult and her not knowing kind of thing. And then
Yep.
maybe like working on behalf of Emil or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. And he's like
Mm-hmm.
flipped on her completely.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I
But then in
feel
the end, he like tells her what happened because he was a double agent or something, and it's like,
something
let's
like
get
that.
him or something like that. Yeah.
Something, yeah, something like that. And then yeah, they go and actually venge, like get their vengeance on him and all the girls that whatever they couldn't
Yeah.
save.
Yeah. Because it's annoying that he didn't die. Like,
Yeah, truth.
he needed to die and he didn't. So,
Yeah. What would you have preferred a different ending? Obviously, did you have like an ending in mind? I guess we just yapped about it.
yeah, I feel like more cult, please.
More cult,
Because
please.
remember how last week I kept saying like the two storylines need to overlap? Well, the
Mm-hmm.
overlap was only Gabriel drunk and Annie finding out, and that was it.
Yeah, and a Google search. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like that just didn't feel
Mm-hmm.
as exciting as I
Enough.
was hoping. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. What about you? Well, I guess you just told me as well. So
yeah.
I'm
Maybe.
curious if what the other babes think
Yes.
because maybe somebody like really liked it and I would love to
Mm-hmm.
hear like that insight as well. Like when Summer really liked Sirens and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's like a cool
Yeah.
perspective." Like neat because
Def
maybe we're just not getting it.
True. That is also possible. We might just not get it. Um
We're not dumb, but
but sometimes we just don't get it, and
sometimes we
that's
just don't get
okay.
it. Yeah, yeah.
We're
Maybe
just
we're
girls
just
in the
not the
world.
target audience, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's like my only other thought. Maybe it's supposed to be like a take on a slow burn thriller type of thing. But like you're saying, if it's billed as a psychological thriller, there wasn't really anything psychological about it.
No. And I don't know, there could have just been so much more with their relationship as well. Like even if you think of it
Mm-hmm.
as a picture of their relationship, like that's say that's what the main storyline is, which it is. It still wasn't I don't know, you're super close because you're trauma bonded. You leave, he's in a like he can't get out of bed for 6 months. You caretake him, like you caretake
Mm-hmm.
him, and then you're able to carry on with your lives and you get jobs and you move on. And he meets Annie, and then she kind of feels like she's a third wheel almost,
Right.
and then Annie dies, and then they stop talking.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like that's the timeline of the relationship. I feel like it could have just been like more.
Yeah, actually, I was just thinking while you were saying that, like, do you think that either of them could have a fulfilling relationship that's not with each other? Like, you know what I mean?
They need to go to
Because,
therapy.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, they need to go to therapy. Because I was just thinking, like, if we since we got a glimpse into Annie's relationship and Frida's perspective on it, it's like she probably would always feel left out or less than in the
Right.
relationship if Gabriel was in it. But obviously, we didn't get his perspective on her seeing other people or his perspective at all.
Maybe
So
Gabriel's perspective could have been a cool aspect to have in the book.
true. Yeah, true. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think what Angela
Like
was
maybe
saying, like,
even, sorry to interrupt, but like
no, no,
maybe
no.
even at the very end, and he's like he said
Mm-hmm.
something, I don't know, like maybe he's like not as loyal to Frida as you think he is throughout the book, and he like says something
Yeah.
at the end, and you're like, wait, what? Like that kind of
Mm-hmm.
could have been cool.
True. That could have been cool too. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like what Angela is saying in the Facebook group, like it would have been cool to have some other perspectives, maybe the guests who are staying there or people from the cult
Yeah.
or the
Yeah.
documentary bits and
I
bobs.
like that. I like that too. Because after you said that, I was thinking like maybe all of the past could have been from a documentary perspective, and then it wouldn't have felt as cult oriented because it would have been a documentary that they were out of the cult discussing it, not us being back in the cult with them. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like when
Yeah.
they're if it were documentary, you would have that layer of like being able to step like being removed from it, so you know, oh, this isn't all cult, this is just document, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
expectations could have been lowered. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, what you gonna rate it though?
Let me check and see. I can't remember what I rated it. You go first.
I would say like it's not unbearable to read. Like I read it and it was fine to read or whatever. I'd probably go like a 3. Like it's average. It's fine. I would probably
Yes.
tell you to read The Quiet Tenant if you're going to pick up one of her books. But I can obviously see like after last week when we did like a little bit of research or whatever into the author, like I can see she's obviously like pulling in her lived experiences and places because the cults in upstate New York, that's where she
Hmm.
lives currently. They talk about Columbia University, that's where she went to university. Like
Right.
obviously these are things that are important to her in her life. So anyways,
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see that and appreciate it. So a 3.
Yeah. I went 3.5 because you know me. And I one of I what something that I wrote in my Goodreads review, which I think is exactly how I feel, is that it's still readable but not overly memorable. Like I feel like the next book I read, I'm just gonna forget this one.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yes,
He
her writing is very good. It's very readable.
mhm.
I
Yeah.
like how her dialogue and even the
Mhm.
characters' thoughts and stuff are written. I quite enjoy her work. I'll still read her next book. Like I'm not
Yeah.
against her now.
Mm-mm.
I just
Mhm.
have high
We,
expectations.
we just wanted more.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
I guess
I
that's
guess that's
it.
it.
There's a
Should we
tiny little
remind the
one.
should we just remind the babes of what we're reading?
Yes. We're going to be
Ooh,
reading The Life
yes.
Cycle of the Common Octopus. And we still haven't
Yay.
picked the next one. So I think I'll do a poll.
Yes. Go find the poll in the Instagram page.
Go
Yeah.
find the poll. Go find the poll. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Our last resort.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Thank you so much for listening. Please join us over at the Book Club Babes Facebook group for book discussions and to make your book recommendations, or on Instagram at bookclubbabes.pod. If you'd like to reach out to us directly, you can email us at bookclubbabes.pod@gmail.com or contact us on our website at bookclubbabes.ca. If you love the Book Club Babes podcast, please tell a friend about us. And until next time, bye!